Hey y'all, it's Latoya Laughs and I'm back with part 6 of The Man I Love. For those of you on YouTube, I'm so sorry, y'all been waiting 2 years for this part 6. Facebook, y'all a little late. That's why some of the videos y'all was saying me say stay tuned next week and stuff like that, but that's because I had this out from like 2 years ago, but I never updated. I stopped at part 5 on YouTube, so now I just shooting part 6. So this is part 6, and for those of you who are just tuning in, this is a movie I wrote about 10 years ago. It's called The Man I Loved, and if you not familiar with it, go back on my page and watch the 5 previous videos on Facebook. And for YouTube, you can go back on my page and watch the 5 previous videos. And no Facebook, I put those videos on private just in case any of y'all that sneak over to my YouTube, y'all would find the videos. But anyways, this part 6, and we left off in part 5 that Sandy caught Darren and Jesse in bed, and you know they was shuffling to cover up, right? So anyways, Sandy was like, Darren, no, why? How you could do this to me? And you know, Darren, being the man that he is, a dog, he was like, what you doing home already? Right? So Sandy ain't even on Darren run at this point. She like look at Jesse and she's like, who the hell are you? Right? So Jesse, you know, all oblivious, pop up on the bed and fright with her eyes pop open, and she looking at Darren like, Darren, what's going on here? Right? So anyways, Darren tell him, no, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. So Sandy was like, get out my house before I kill you. Right? So Sandy grabbed Jesse, y'all. She grabbed Jesse by the hair. When I tell y'all she grabbed Jesse by the hair, she throw Jesse down to the ground. Jesse starts screaming to the top of her lungs. So Darren grabs Sandy, y'all. And when Darren grabs Sandy, Sandy's like, let me go, let me go, let me go. So Darren like, calm down, calm down. So anyway, Sandy like, let me go, Darren. Like, let me go, let me get this girl. So anyway, she pulled away from Darren, y'all. And Sandy charged at Jesse. I mean, she charged at Jesse. Sandy like, I can kill you, right? So anyway, Sandy she shouting to the top of her lungs, and all of a sudden, y'all, she started to hold her head, and she's like, you know, because her head started hurting. So anyway, she continued to moan and stumble over to the bed, trying to catch her balance, you know, because you know her head getting a little light. You know, the doctor just finished telling her calm down because her pressure high or whatever, y'all. And her eyes start closing, and she gasping for air. She can't breathe good. So anyway, Darren was like, Darren like, Sandy, what happened, Sandy? So Sandy fall to the ground, and Darren like, oh, y'all know. So Jesse like, she dead? So Darren was like, I don't know. So Jesse's like, you know, I scared. So Darren telling Jesse, nah, like, you need to go. I can call you a taxi, see some money, get out my house. So you know, Jesse like, but Darren, but Jesse say, Darren say, I say, get you out my house, right? So anyways, y'all, Jesse grab her clothes, throw them on, you know, and she run out the door. So Darren pick up Sandy and carry her to the bathroom, and he put her in the tub, and he, you know, he's splashing some water on Sandy's face, and you know, he calling her name, and he tapping her on her cheeks. Sandy, wake up, wake up, wake up. So anyway, Darren scared, y'all, scared, because he doesn't think he killed Sandy. So he's splashing more water on her face. More water, ain't nothing happening. Sandy ain't punching, Sandy ain't getting up here. So, you know, he continued to throw water on her face and tap her, and you know, she finally started to move. You know, she like, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. You know, her eyes opening a little. She's like, you know, Darren like, Sandy. So you know, Sandy like, yeah, you know, she ain't in her right mind right now. She like, what happened? So, you know, Darren telling her she faint or whatever. So, you know, Sandy eye pop open. She jump up. Her eyes pop open and she noticed Darren, you know, standing over her. And so she looking at him in fright. So she's like, get off me. Right? So Darren, you know, Sandy jump up out the tub. So Sandy's like, what you trying to do to me? What you trying to do to me? So Darren was like, you know, I ain't trying to do nothing. You faint. So anyways, y'all, Sandy was like, what are you doing in the tub? So Darren was like, you know, I was trying to wake you up, but, you know, you wasn't getting up. So Sandy like, you know what, stay away from me. So, you know what, Darren, you know, started to feel bad and apologizing. Oh, sorry, Sandy, I didn't mean for you to see that, you know. So Sandy like, you know what, don't apologize. I can't even look at you, you know, because she can't even look at him because she's very disgusted at Darren at this point. So anyways, you know, he calling her name. Like, you know, Sandy, man, forgive me. So he's like, you know what? So Sandy's like, you bring a girl in this house in our bed? So Sandy look at Darren in disgust and anger. And you know, Darren kneel down in front of Sandy and everything and putting his hand on her waist. And he's like, I promise I can do better. Forgive me, baby, or whatever. So, you know, Sandy push him off and grab a towel, you know, put it around her, drying herself off because, you know, she done been in that wet tub. And she walk away. So anyways, y'all, it's 4 months later. And Darren and Jessie at the car lot. Darren buying this girl a car, y'all. Buying Jessie a car. You know, they looking at the cars. Jessie trying to figure out what kind of car she wants. Meanwhile, Sandy got to go to her doctor visit. And guess what Sandy doing? Sandy using Taxi 11 to walk to catch the bus. While he buying his side chick a car. So anyways, y'all, Jessie looking at the car. She's like, you know, baby, I think I want this Benz. So, you know, Darren, you know, that's cool. Sure, which one you want, just pick which one you want. Say yeah. So Jessie's like, yeah. So, you know, anyways, no, he was like, Darren was like, that's cool, you know, you sure you want this one? Because she done pick what she want, this Benz or whatever. So, you know, he was like, you know, well, let's go. I can pay for the car, baby, you know, let's go. I got that thing. Let's go pay for the car. So anyways, y'all, Jessie, yeah, you know, thank you, baby, I love you so much. Anyway, so Jessie kissed Darren and all of that on his cheek, and you know, they walked to the office to go pay, and then Darren phone ring, y'all. This Sandy calling him. So, you know, he like, hello. So Sandy must be asking him, you know, where you is for what? I needs to get to the clinic to see the doctor, and I gotta get, you know, I need a ride. So you know what he telling her, you needs to catch the bus. Anyway, so Sandy was like, mom, but the sun hot. So he was like, I don't care. You need some exercise anyway because you're getting fat. The nerve. Anyway, y'all. So he suck his teeth and he tells Sandy he busy and he hang up the phone on Sandy. So anyway, over to Sandy now. Sandy, Lord, how I get myself in this. I gotta catch the bus and all this hot sun, and I 8.5 months pregnant. So anyway, y'all, Sandy take a minute, y'all, and she start crying, and then she get up and walk out the door. So, you know, Sandy walk all the way to the bus stop in the hot sun, hot, unbearable sun. And then she finally reached the bus stop. She catch the bus and she reached the doctor office and over to back to Darren and Jessie. You know, Jessie, Darren done pay for the car. Jessie got the keys in her hand, and you know, Darren saying, you know, well, baby, you get your car. And Jessie like, oh, thanks, baby. I can't wait to show my friends. So anyways, Darren was like, you know, anyway, let's go because I gotta go somewhere. So Jessie's like, okay, babes. Bam. Bam. Back over to Sandy, all. Sandy in the doctor office sitting down waiting at Darren with his stink mouth walking. So Sandy was like, I didn't know you was coming. So, you know, Darren is like, you should thank me. Sandy was like, what for what? What I gotta thank you for? So Darren was like, for coming here. So, you know, Sandy was like, why I gotta thank you? You supposed to be here. So, you know, people in the office waiting to see the doctor. So, you know, everybody, you know, people like people like drama, you know, they looking in the corner of their eye like, what's going on here? So, you know, Darren calmly, you know, talking in between his teeth on the side of Sandy, right? Your mouth getting hot. He's saying that soft, right? So, you know, Sandy suck her teeth out loud. So Darren, you know, still talking in between his teeth. Don't show off in the front of these people. So Sandy, you know, started to talk loud because Sandy fed up, y'all. Sandy was like, what? What you gonna do? Hit me? Go ahead, Darren. Don't let these people stop you. Hit me. And that's what you was always do. Y'all. So Darren started to whisper under his breath again, and you know the people staring, you know, the stares becoming quite obvious, the people staring at them. So Darren was like, girl, you better shut up. You know, so Sandy is like, what you say, Darren? Speak up so these people can hear the type of man you is. Darren, you know, he just smiling, you know, smiling, and under his breath he was like, boy, then be careful. So Sandy, you know, Sandy is scared. Sandy done grow some muscles and a backbone, y'all. Sandy say, when we get home, what you can do? What you can do? Anyway, y'all. So Darren, you know, he ain't answer because people start staring and whispering, you know, and then at the same time Sandy name get called because the doctor called, you know, them to come inside the room. So, you know, Darren trying to you know, lift, you know, tells him like he's a perfect gentleman, you know, helping Sandy up or whatever, right? Holding Sandy hand. So Sandy yuck away from him, y'all. Don't show off in front of public, you know, you speak me when we home. So anyways, so Sandy tell him like, don't hold my hand, you never hold it before, so don't hold it now, bastard. So y'all, Darren just, you know, look at the people and give one little embarrassing smile because, you know, he's shamed now. So they walk inside the doctor office, and, you know, the doctor tells Sandy to lay down and everything, and the doctor, you know, asking her why she takes so long to find out the sex of the baby, you know, because she only have like 2 weeks left. So Sandy was like, you know, I don't know. So Darren was like, so the doctor was like, you know, check Sandy or whatever, and he's like, well, looks like you're having a boy. So Sandy, you know, she happy, she starts smiling, the Darren right there, but a boy, yes. You know, Sandy look at Darren and cut her eye, right? So anyways, the doctor say, you know, he gonna be right back. He step out the room. So Darren gonna walk up to Sandy, you know, as she's sitting up, you know, and he put his hand around Sandy's neck, y'all. Darren was like, who you was talking to when we was out there? You know? So, you know, Sandy just sit there looking at him with anger in her eyes, like, I scared you. So Darren was like, answer me. So, you know, the same time Darren do that, the doctor walk in the room and Darren hurry up, move his hand from around Sandy's neck or whatever. Coward. Why you can't do it in front of the doctor? Anyways, so the doctor was like, Mr. and Mistress Willis. So Sandy say with an attitude, it's Miss Willis. I'm married to him. So anyway, y'all, the doctor say, I'm sorry, Miss Willis and Mr. Why, you know your name. So Darren say Monroe. So he say Mr. Monroe, you know, the baby seems to be quite healthy and, you know, looks like you're gonna have a good delivery. So Darren was like, okay. Sandy's like, okay, doctor. And Darren was like, oh, let's go, baby. You know, and Sandy like yuck away from him, and you know, Sandy's like, I could get up myself. So, you know, Darren look at the doctor, give him a little embarrassing, shameful smile, and the doctor give him a little, I feel sorry for you smile, and they walk out the door, right? So, they arrive home from the doctor visit, and, you know, of course, Darren, who you was talking to when we was in that doctor office? Sandy say, you. Darren say, excuse me? So Sandy say, do you speak English? I said you. You know, Darren smiled. And he's like, you can't be talking to me. You know, Sandy looked around and she was like, well, ain't nobody else in here and I ain't talking to myself. So Darren like, pour your mouth really hard. So Sandy suck her teeth, y'all. So Darren, she suck her teeth and she walk away. So Darren was like, where you think you going? So he's like, to get something to eat. Sandy said, I'm going to get something to eat. So Darren grabs Sandy by the arm, y'all. And he's like, you ain't gonna be disrespectful in my house. And he grabs Sandy by the arm and he start dragging Sandy on the ground. And when he drags Sandy, y'all, on the ground. And that's the end. Stay tuned to part 7, which will be the finale. So I know you always get mad when I stop